Hey guys, and welcome back to Misha's Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super delicious lamb shank recipe. So let's get into it. It's rather late, should have been dropped last week, but you guys know I'm working on a lot of stuff for you guys, and it's just been a busy time. But y'all should follow me on social media to catch the tea. So let's go. So these lamb shanks were pre-seasoned. I got them from Walmart, and those were the only ones they had available. So I just went ahead and got them. All they have on there is garlic, rosemary, salt, and pepper. And so I didn't do anything to it. And you really don't, because the sauce is immaculate, out of this world delicious. And so we're going to get right into it. So I went ahead and seared my lamb shank really well. You want some really good color on there, so make sure you crank that heat. After I removed the first one, I went ahead and did the second one because my pot could not fit both. I don't have the super large Dutch oven. If you have the super large one, then you're probably going to be good to go to put both in there. Once I removed them, I removed some of the oil, and then I added the carrots, the celery, the shallots, garlic, the whole works down in here. Remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box. You want to heavily season your veggies with salt, and then you want to mix that right on up. And you know something, guys, I haven't even made this recipe since culinary school. It's easy to make because you're just putting things in a pot. But, you know, the ingredients might be a little intimidating for some people, but I promise you it's super easy to make. So I added my tomato paste down in here. You want to cook that out really well and just get it nice and incorporated with the veggies. Every single thing you put in here, you want to cook a max of 4 to 5 minutes. Except for the tomato paste, maybe 3 minutes, but the veggies, everybody gets cooked down. So now I'm going to add my flour down in here. Hopefully my professor's not watching, y'all, because I don't think we had flour back in culinary school, okay? But I wanted to use it. I didn't want to confuse you guys, so I used it. So now once that cooks out, I'm going to add my red wine right down in here. You don't have to get anything too expensive. Mine, I think, was, what, 18 bucks, but that's because that's what I had in my house. Don't spend a ton of money on the red wine. You want to mix this out until it becomes nice and thick like this, or like me, period. Then I added my demi glace. Of course, I'm not making that in my house, honey. You know that requires a lot. I will not be making that in my house, so I bought it pre-made. Demi is also another sauce that we made in culinary school. We made it with a lot of roasted veal bones, but you could also use beef, and you just cook it down with vegetables after it's roasted in the oven for hours, and then, you know, you make the sauce. But again, that's not something I want to make in my house, and so I buy it. Obviously, it won't be better than making it yourself, but it works. So I added my stock down in here. I use beef stock. As you're bringing it up to a boil, you want to season it. Again, always remember my ingredients are in the description box. Y'all, when I'm recording, voiceover in my videos, I don't even remember the seasonings I use, so I make sure I put it in my description box. Now you want to add the lamb shanks down in here. You want to make sure you bring it to a boil before you put it into the oven. It needs to boil. Now, I kept mine in the oven for about 2.5 to 3 hours, and this is what it looked like. I know y'all see this. Look how beautiful and amazing this looks. And again, you know, make sure you check it at the 2-hour mark to see if yours is tender before 3 hours, because, you know, yours might not be as big as my shanks. Pause. And I just poked at it a little bit so you guys could see, because I did host, you know, and I didn't want to dig all in there and cut it all up and all of this when I have to give this to people. So yeah, I'm just going to show you guys what the plate looked like once everything came together. But this is pretty much it. You can add some parsley in there, butter, all this in a third. But look at this. Look. Like, don't play with Misha, okay? But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you for your support. And I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.